Every billion-dollar company begins with something imperfect, something small, rough, and often doubted. But beneath every unicorn story lies a single, undeniable truth. The early version was never about perfection. It was about proof. When we began our research at MP Nerds, analyzing 500 MVPs across 19 industries and 41 countries, one insight became impossible to ignore. Investors don't say yes because something looks beautiful or complex. They say yes because something has been validated in the real world. Founders often chase the myth of the perfect MVP. They polish features endlessly, obsess over visual design, and attempt to build a fully realized product before ever testing whether anyone actually wants it. But when we spoke with investors, none of them mentioned perfection. What they wanted, what they demanded, was clarity. A perfect MVP doesn't get funded, a validated MVP does. Investors only care about whether there is undeniable proof that the problem is real, painful, and worth solving. To uncover the patterns behind successful MVPs, we conducted an 11-month study analyzing 500 MVPs, including 127 funded companies, 78 failed projects, and insights from 163 investor interviews. When we compiled the data, the patterns were so strong they bordered on predictable. The evolution of MVPs, especially as we enter 2025, has converged around 6 universal triggers that influence investor decisions. The first is what we call the real problem effect. In more than 80% of the successful MVPs we reviewed, the underlying problem wasn't groundbreaking, it was obvious. But it was obvious in a way that hadn't been solved properly. Investors don't fund ideas, they fund painkillers. The MVPs that secured funding were those that eliminated real frustration or inefficiency in people's lives. If your solution truly relieves a pain point, you've already crossed the first major threshold. The second trigger is the one feature that works rule. MVPs that attempted to do everything had a funding rate below 10%, while MVPs built around one flawless core feature saw success rates over 60%. In a world overloaded with apps, dashboards, and noise, simplicity has become a strategic advantage. A single feature that works brilliantly is far more powerful than 10 features executed poorly. Third is the 48-hour validation test. Over half of the funded MVPs we analyzed showed some form of traction within 48 hours. Whether that was signups, user interest, early feedback, or even a simple landing page conversion rate. Investors crave evidence. They no longer want to hear founders say, "People will love this." They want proof that people already do. Next comes the 10-second business model. If it takes more than 10 seconds to explain how an MVP will make money, it isn't ready for investors. Successful MVPs used clear, instantly recognizable revenue models, subscriptions, transaction fees, usage-based pricing, or simple freemium models. Complexity kills momentum. Simplicity builds trust. The fifth trigger is what investors call the executable team signal. Investors fund teams, not ideas. The data showed that successful MVPs almost always had 3 essentials: someone who builds, someone who sells, and someone who understands the customer's problem deeply. When investors see a team that can execute both the MVP and the next version, confidence skyrockets. Finally, there is the narrative that sells. The most surprising insight from our entire study was this: every successful MVP had a story people wanted to believe in. Investors don't remember feature lists. They remember the emotion and logic behind the idea, why the world needs it, why the timing is right, why this founder is uniquely positioned to build it, and how it could shape the future. When we bring all 6 triggers together, an undeniable problem, one flawless feature, rapid validation, a simple business model, a capable team, and a powerful narrative, something remarkable happens. Investors say yes. Not because the MVP is perfect, but because it is proven. Most founders fail because they work in isolation. They guess instead of validate. They build too much instead of testing early. They chase investors instead of preparing for them. At MP Nerds, we believe founders deserve a better path. That's why we specialize in guiding entrepreneurs through the exact process investors look for: idea validation, feasibility analysis, MVP development, strategic roadmaps, and narratives that turn pitch decks into yes decisions. A great MVP doesn't start with code, it starts with clarity. And in 2025, clarity wins. If you're ready to turn your idea into a funded, market-ready reality, MP Nerds is here to help you build it the right way. And if you found value in this deep dive, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. It helps us reach more founders, and it ensures you never miss the next insight that could change the trajectory of your startup.